Okay, so we'll start with the rules to draw the ray diagram for spherical mirrors. So we'll be doing simultaneously for both the mirrors, concave and convex. We know concave mirror is the one which has the reflecting surface curved inwards, and convex is the one reflecting surface is bulging outwards. So 4 rules that we have for drawing the ray diagrams. To start the first rule, any light ray which is coming parallel to the principal axis of a concave mirror, after reflection from the mirror, it will pass through the focus. So a light ray coming parallel to the principal axis passes through focus after reflection. The second rule is the reverse of the first one only. In the first case, a parallel ray after reflection passes through focus, and the second rule says that a light ray which is passing through focus of a concave mirror, after reflection it will become parallel to the principal axis. So these two rules are opposite to each other. The third rule says that a light ray which is passing through the center of curvature, which is twice the distance of the focus from the pole of the mirror, a light ray which is passing through the center of curvature and striking the mirror, it will retrace its path after reflection from the mirror. And the last rule is that a light ray which is incident at the pole at some angle, it will be reflected at the same angle. So that is clearly the law of reflection of light. We can see a light ray which is incident at the pole at an angle I would be reflected at the same angle R. So these are the 4 rules for drawing ray diagram of a concave mirror. We have similar 4 rules for convex mirror as well. Remember, concave mirror is a converging mirror and convex mirror is a diverging mirror. So in the concave mirror, when parallel ray comes, it passes through focus. Here the focus is behind the mirror. So ray cannot pass through focus, but it will be diverged in the direction of focus. So a light ray which is parallel to the principal axis, in case of a convex mirror, it will be diverged such that it appears to come from the focus. In the second case, for concave mirror, it was a light ray passing through focus was becoming parallel after reflection. Here, as I said, the light ray cannot pass through the focus. So a light ray which is incident in the direction of the focus, suppose if I produce forward the incident ray, it comes to the focus. So a light ray which is incident in the direction of the focus, it will become parallel to the principal axis after reflection from the convex mirror. The third rule for concave was that any ray which is passing through the center of curvature, it is retracing its path. We had discussed the reason also for this, that angle I and angle R are 0 in this case, because center से जाती हुई कोई भी line is normal as well. तो normal और incident ray अगर coincide कर रहे हैं, मतलब angle I is 0, तो angle R will also be 0. So ray traces its path, retraces its path. Similarly, in the case of convex, since as mentioned earlier also, the focus and the center of curvature are behind the mirror, so ray cannot pass through the center of curvature. But yes, we can say that if a light ray is incident in the direction of center of curvature, after reflection, it is going to retrace its path. जो सेंटर की डायरेक्शन में आ रही थी लाइट, वो वहीं से वापस चली जाएगी. सेंटर से क्रॉस तो कर नहीं सकती बिकॉज इट इज बिहाइंड द मिरर. And the last rule is the same for both the mirrors. Any ray which is incident at the pole at an angle I would be reflected at the same angle R. So this is the pole, this is the incident angle I, and this is the reflected angle R. They are equal as the law of reflection. So these are the 4 rules for drawing ray diagrams of the spherical mirrors, concave and convex. Now we can use in any 2 of them to locate the image of an object. कोई भी रे डायग्राम अगर कनकेव मिरर का आता है या कन्वेक्स मिरर का आता है, आपको इनमें से कोई 2 रूल्स यूज़ करके इमेज बनानी है. ये 1 मार्कर क्वेश्चन भी पूछा जाता है कई बार बोर्ड में, दैट व्हाट इज द मिनिमम नंबर ऑफ रेज रिक्वायर्ड टू लोकेट द इमेज ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्ट. सो मिनिमम 2 रेज आर रिक्वायर्ड. जहाँ वो इंटरसेक्ट करेंगे वहाँ इमेज बन जाएगी. सो नाउ वील start drawing the ray diagrams for both these mirrors. First we'll start with the converging mirror, that is concave. So we are starting with the ray diagrams now. Image formation by concave mirror. The first position of the object that we are assuming is the object is at infinity. This ray diagram you have already done when you define the focal length of the concave mirror. So when the object is at infinity, we will find out the position of the image, nature of the image and the size of the image. Pattern यही रहेगा ray diagram को report करने का in all cases. We will be writing the position of the object, we will draw the ray diagram and we will list these three characteristics of the image every time we draw a ray diagram: the position of the image, the nature of the image and the size of the image. Now whenever you have to draw the ray diagrams, you will be following some initial steps which are similar in all cases. You will be drawing the curvature of the mirror with free hand. बना दिया ये, और एक ये प्रिंसिपल एक्सिस बना दिया हमने जो पोल से क्रॉस करेगा. पोल इज द सेंटर ऑफ दिस एपर्चर ऑफ द मिरर. सो दिस इज अ प्रिंसिपल एक्सिस एंड दिस इज द कर्वेचर ऑफ द मिरर. ये हमने फ्री हैंड से ड्रॉ कर लिया. नाउ व्हाट यू विल डू इज you will be pointing out the three main points on the principal axis every time. One is pole. इस curvature को complete करिए. This is the reason why we call them spherical mirrors, because they can be considered to be a part of a sphere. सेंटर लोकेट किया. ये सब हम रफली कर रहे हैं, हम एग्जैक्टली कोई कंपास लेके या मेजर करके नहीं कर रहे हैं. दिस इज अ रफ assumption that we are doing, but this helps you to get correct ray diagrams. So सेंटर रफली मार्क किया और पोल और सेंटर का मिड पॉइंट मार्क किया जिसको हम फोकस कहते हैं. रिमेंबर, पोल और सेंटर के बीच का डिस्टेंस इज रेडियस ऑफ कर्वेचर एंड हाफ ऑफ द रेडियस ऑफ कर्वेचर इज द फोकल लेंथ. सो ये तीन पॉइंट्स आपने मार्क करने ही हैं जब भी आप रे डायग्राम बनाएंगे फॉर मिरर्स, और मेथड हमेशा सेम ही रहेगा. आप यू विल ड्रॉ द कर्वेचर विथ फ्री हैंड, you will make the principal axis and you will mark these 3 points by completing the curvature. पूरा सर्कल कंप्लीट किया, उसका सेंटर ढूंढा, सेंटर और पोल का हाफ डिस्टेंस ढूंढा, वो फोकस हो गया. अब आप ये तीनों पॉइंट्स को यूज करके रे डायग्राम कंप्लीट करेंगे. यू मे रिमूव दीज डॉट्स. ये जो डॉटेड लाइन है ये आप रिमूव कर सकते हैं. दिस वॉज जस्ट टू लोकेट सी एन एफ. नाउ व्हेन द ऑब्जेक्ट इज एट इन्फिनिटी, पैरेलल लाइट रेज से हम रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं उसको. So these are parallel light rays which are coming from infinity. Object is at infinity. ऐसे dotted line भी दिखती है कई बार books में अगर आप देखेंगे. So these parallel light rays after striking the mirror, they will meet at the focus. This is the reason why we call it a converging mirror also. So parallel light rays will meet at focus. So the position of the image is clearly at F, at focus. Now because actually light rays are intersecting, this is how we have defined real images. When actual intersection of light rays take place, we get an image which is real. And real images are always inverted. Remember. ये differences पूछे जाते हैं कई बार real image और virtual image में. ये आपने class 7th में भी करें. So you should remember, real images are the ones which are formed by the actual intersection of light rays. And such images are always inverted. Whereas virtual image, virtual नाम से ही पता लग रहा है, which is not actually being formed. It is virtual. It's not actually being formed by the intersection of the light rays. And they are always erect. Virtual images are always erect. जैसी plane mirror में बनती है, virtual image always erect. And size of the image here you can see एक dot पे जाके focus हो रहा है. So point size, or you can say highly diminished. So these are the three characteristics of the image when the object is placed at infinity or in front of a concave mirror. So now the second position of the object is beyond C. From infinity, the object has moved closer towards the mirror. It is now placed beyond C. I label the object AB and I will be using any two of those rules which we had discussed in the beginning of the lesson. Starting from point A, 2 rays हमें लेनी है out of those 4 rules. एक सपोज हम लेते हैं जो पैरेलल आ रही है प्रिंसिपल एक्सिस के. आफ्टर रिफ्लेक्शन इट विल पास थ्रू द फोकस एंड लेट अस अज्यूम द सेकेंड रे इज द वन जो फोकस से जा रही है, और रिफ्लेक्शन के बाद इट विल बिकम पैरेलल टू द प्रिंसिपल एक्सिस. सो वन रे वॉज पैरेलल जो आ रही है वो फोकस से चली गई, दूसरी रे इज जो फोकस से जा रही है वो पैरेलल होगी. दोनों रिफ्लेक्टेड रेज यहाँ पे इंटरसेक्ट कर रही हैं. दीज रेज वर कमिंग फ्रॉम पॉइंट ए से आने वाली दोनों रेज यहाँ पे इंटरसेक्ट कर रही हैं. सो दैट मीन्स ये ए की इमेज बनी है यहाँ पे. सो दिस इज ए डैश, अ रियल इमेज, and real images, as I said, are always inverted. So this is the image of the object AB, A dash, B dash. Now you can clearly see it has been formed between C and F. So the position of the image is between C and F. The nature of the image is real and inverted. Real क्यों बोल रहे हैं हम? Because light rays have actually intersected and formed the image, and real images are always inverted. And size of the image, as you can see, is smaller than the object. The size of the image is smaller than object, या फिर we can write diminished. Be careful when you are drawing these ray diagrams in your notebook. Since you are using a ruled notebook, your object size should not be more than between two ruled lines. जो ruled lines हैं आपकी नोटबुक में, ऑब्जेक्ट को टू रूल लाइन से ज़्यादा बड़ा नहीं बनाना. सो थर्ड पोजीशन ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्ट इज एट सी. ऑब्जेक्ट इनिशियली वॉज एट इन्फिनिटी, देन बियॉन्ड सी, नाउ इट इज एट सी. वी आर मूविंग टूवर्ड्स द मिरर. सो एट सी ऑब्जेक्ट ए बी इज प्लेस्ड. एनी टू रूल्स दैट यू विल बी यूजिंग फ्रॉम पॉइंट ए. सपोज वन रे इज कमिंग पैरेलल टू द प्रिंसिपल एक्सिस. It will pass through the focus after reflection. And the second rule, the one which goes through the focus, it will become parallel to the principal axis after reflection. Now you can see clearly both the light rays are intersecting here after reflection. So this is the image of A, and it will be an inverted image exactly at C. So this is A dash B dash. So light ray coming parallel to principal axis passes through focus. To focus से आ रही है, it becomes parallel. The light rays, remember, will exactly intersect at C. The position of the image here is at C only. This is a very important ray diagram, very frequently asked. Object is at C, image is also at C. It is real and inverted. The light rays have actually intersected, so it is a real image. And real images are always inverted, as I said. And size of the image is same as object. So that is the reason why it's an important ray diagram. Position and size of the image is same as that of the object. And remember, students, you will have to practice this ray diagram. Usually students don't get the image exactly at C. It's only practice that will help you. You have to be careful while drawing the ray diagrams that these distances should be equal between F and P and between C and F. This is one thing that you need to keep in mind while drawing the diagrams. Secondly, as I said in the previous case also, don't draw very huge objects. जो आपकी रूल लाइंस है नोटबुक की, दो रूल लाइंस के बीच की हाइट ही लेंगे आप ऑब्जेक्ट की, उससे ज़्यादा ना लें. इट विल बी हेल्पफुल फॉर यू टू गेट एग्जैक्ट रे डायग्राम्स. So now let us move on to the next position. From at C we are moving again towards the mirror. It would be between C and F. So the fourth position of the object between C and F. So I have drawn the object between C and F and I have labeled it AB. Now again same pattern. We take two rays starting from A. One which is going parallel to the principal axis. After reflection it passes through the focus. The second ray, let us assume the one which is passing through the focus. Let me redraw the ray. The one which passes through the focus, it will become parallel to the principal axis after reflection. So here you can see the light rays are intersecting. So this would be the real inverted image, A dash B dash. So you can clearly see the position of the image is beyond C. So position of the image is beyond C. Nature of the image is clear, real and inverted. And the size of the image you can see clearly is larger than the object, or magnified you can say, or enlarged. So size of the image I am writing enlarged. You can write magnified or larger than the object. Now we are going to move again towards the mirror. So next position will be at F. So the fifth position, when the object is at F, label the object AB and take any of the two rules again. Let one be that a ray which is incident at the pole at an angle will be reflected at the same angle. And the second rule we can use is that a light ray which will pass through the center of curvature, it will retrace its path. So what you are going to do is, ऑब्जेक्ट से एक ऐसी लाइट रे आपको दिखानी है जो सेंटर से पास करेगी. सो उसी हिसाब से आप ड्रॉ करेंगे यूजिंग अ स्केल. अ लाइट रे विच इज पासिंग थ्रू द सेंटर will retrace its path. So these are the two reflected rays, and you can see they are clearly parallel to each other. They don't seem like meeting anywhere. So we say the position of the image is at infinity, because these are not the only two rays which are coming from the object. Object से तो और बहुत infinite rays आ रही होंगी, कहीं ना कहीं कोई intersect करेंगी, but within our range हमें नहीं दिख रहा वो intersect कर रही हैं. They will meet somewhere at infinity. So we say position of the image is at infinity. Nature of the image, some of the rays will definitely intersect somewhere at infinity. So we say the image is going to be real and inverted only. एंड क्योंकि हमारे फ्रेम में कहीं मीट होती हुई नहीं दिख रही है रेज, ये पता नहीं कहाँ इन्फिनिटी पे जाके कहीं इंटरसेक्ट करेंगी. सो द साइज ऑफ द इमेज इज हाईली enlarged. If they are going to meet at a very large distance somewhere at infinity, so the size is going to be highly enlarged. So this was the fifth position of the object at focus. So the last ray diagram for a concave mirror, when the object is placed very close to the mirror, somewhere between pole and focus. I have placed the object and labeled it AB. So we'll take the two rules again. Let one ray be which is going to the pole at an angle will be reflected at the same angle. So these two angles should look equal. And let the other ray that we consider is a light ray which is striking the mirror in the direction of center of curvature will retrace its path. So a light ray which is coming in the direction of center of curvature from the object, when it strikes the mirror, it will retrace its path. So this is the second ray. Now these two light rays are diverging. You can see after reflection diverging हैं ये दोनों light rays. तो ये यहाँ तो कहीं meet करेंगी नहीं. The observer who is on this side, if this is representing the eye of the observer who is this side, to him it will appear कि ये light rays mirror के पीछे कहीं से आ रही. I have produced back the reflected light rays and they meet somewhere here. This is the image that is being formed. So position of the image is behind the mirror. The nature of the image is virtual and direct because they are not actually intersecting. Light rays are not actually intersecting. It's a virtual image, and virtual images are always erect. Size of the image, you can clearly see it's enlarged, or you can see say magnified. It is this situation when a concave mirror is used as a dentist mirror or a face mirror. Let us now discuss the image formation by a convex mirror. Position of the object is at infinity. Draw the convex mirror here and label the points as told. Complete करेंगे कर्वेचर को. जहाँ सेंटर है वहाँ सेंटर, आधे डिस्टेंस पे फोकस. So light rays which are coming parallel are representing the object at infinity. After reflection, they will be diverged in the direction of focus. First rule for convex mirror. तो फोकस की डायरेक्शन में डाइवर्ज हो जाएंगी ये लाइट रेज. It would appear as if they are coming from the focus. So a virtual image is being formed at the focus. And point size. So position of the image at F. Nature of the image virtual and direct. And the size of the image you can clearly see is point size or diminished. So let us consider the second position of the object now, that is between infinity and pole. So let this be the object placed in front of the mirror between infinity and the pole of the mirror, and we have labeled the object. We'll take any two rays which are starting from point A. Let the first one be which is parallel to the principal axis. After reflection, it will be diverged such that it appears to come from the focus. तो ये डॉटेड लाइन दिखाएगी फोकस की डायरेक्शन में डाइवर्ज हुई है लाइट. And let the second ray that we assume is the one which is striking the pole at an angle will be reflected at the same angle. So एक रिफ्लेक्टेड रे ये है जो फोकस की डायरेक्शन में रिफ्लेक्ट हुई है, एक रिफ्लेक्टेड रे ये है. Now you can see both these reflected rays are diverging. तो ऑब्जर्वर को क्या लगेगा, light is coming from somewhere behind the mirror here. Here are the light rays intersecting virtually. So this is the virtual image formed behind the mirror. Look, the light rays are not actually intersecting. Reflected light rays are diverging. We have produced back and seen they are meeting somewhere between pole and focus behind the mirror. So you will write position of the images behind the mirror. You can specify if you want to that it is between pole and focus. The nature of the image, as mentioned, is virtual, and virtual images are always erect. And size of the image is diminished. As compared to the object, the image will always be smaller than the object. So size of the image you can write diminished. It is due to this reason that a convex mirror is used in malls and metro stations. It is used as a rear view mirror in vehicles because it is forming virtual erect diminished images. So hence it gives a wider field view. Remember, I had given you this term, technical term, that you need to use in exams also, that it gives a wider field view. Let us solve a numerical on the mirror formula. An object of height 5 cm is placed at a distance of 10 cm from a convex mirror, focal length 15 cm. You have to find the position, nature and size of the image. So using the mirror formula, 1 by f is 1 by v plus 1 by u. HO is given 5, u is minus 10, u we take always negative, and focal length for convex we always take positive, so positive 15. So putting the values in the formula, 1 by f is 1 by v, we are going to calculate. 1 by u is 1 upon minus 10. Rearranging the terms to find v, 1 by 15 plus 1 by 10. So taking the LCM, this would be 30 and 2 plus 3. So that is 5 by 30. And v will be reciprocal, 30 by 5, that is 6 cm. Also you have to find the size of the image. So size of the image would be, using the magnification, HI upon HO is v by u with a negative. So HI we have to calculate. HO is given 5, negative v we have calculated 6, and u was given in the question minus 10. So this negative goes off and we are left with HI as 6 upon 10 into this 5. So that becomes 30 by 10 or 3 cm. So you can see the image size has reduced, it is diminished. Also, since it is a convex mirror, it will always form virtual and erect images. Convex mirrors always forms virtual, erect and diminished images. Next numerical, a concave mirror of focal length 30 cm is placed at a distance of 90 cm from the wall. How far from the wall should an object be placed so that we get a real image on the wall? So this time V is given, that is the wall where the image is being formed. So these are the values given. Again, using the mirror formula, we know for a concave mirror we will be taking focal length negative, so 1 upon minus 30, 1 upon V. V this time is given. It's a concave mirror and we are wanting a real image. The wall is at 90 cm from the mirror. So in case of a concave mirror, if we get a real image, that means the image is being formed in front of the mirror only. जहाँ ऑब्जेक्ट है वहीं पे इमेज भी बनी है उसी साइड, और ऑब्जेक्ट डिस्टेंस हम नेगेटिव लेते हैं कनकेव मिरर में, कन्वेक्स मिरर्स में भी, बिकॉज पोल से हम इंसिडेंट लाइट की अगेंस्ट डायरेक्शन में जाते हैं, ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन में. सो सिमिलरली इमेज डिस्टेंस विल ऑल्सो बी नेगेटिव बिकॉज वी आर गोइंग ऑपोजिट टू द इंसिडेंट लाइट. अगर ऑब्जेक्ट कनकेव मिरर के सामने पड़ा है और हम कह रहे हैं रियल इमेज चाहिए, तो रियल इमेज भी इधर ही कहीं बनेगी इन फ्रंट ऑफ द मिरर, एंड दिस डिस्टेंस विल बी टेकन नेगेटिव बिकॉज इंसिडेंट लाइट की ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन में हम मेजर करेंगे फ्रॉम द पोल अकॉर्डिंग टू द साइन कन्वेंशंस. So putting the values in this formula, focal length we have put negative because concave mirror focal length is taken negative. V is given in the question -90 and U we have to calculate. So rearranging the terms, it becomes 1 by U is -1 upon 30 plus 1 upon 90. 1 upon U एक तरफ रखा हमने and we have taken 1 by 90 on the other side. So now taking the LCM, this becomes, simplifying it further, it becomes -2 by 90, or U can be -90 upon 2, that is -45 centimeter. Let us quickly recapitulate the concept of magnification once again. Magnification is the ratio of image height to object height, or in case of mirrors it is also defined as negative ratio of image distance to object distance. Now looking at this fraction, we can very well make out if magnification is negative, that means the image is real and inverted. किसी एक का साइन अगर ऑपोजिट होगा तभी ये फ्रैक्शन नेगेटिव आएगी, और ऑपोजिट होने का मतलब इन्वर्टेड इमेज. रियल इमेजेस आर ऑलवेज इन्वर्टेड. ऑन द अदर हैंड, इफ मैग्निफिकेशन इज पॉजिटिव, दिस इम्प्लाइज इमेजेस आर वर्चुअल एंड डायरेक्ट. मैग्निफिकेशन की वैल्यू, साइन की बात नहीं कर रहे हम, आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट द मॉड्यूलस दिस टाइम. इफ द मॉड्यूलस ऑफ मैग्निफिकेशन, वैल्यू ऑफ मैग्निफिकेशन इज ग्रेटर देन 1, दिस मीन्स इमेज इज मैग्निफाइड और enlarged. If the modulus is less than 1, this means the image is diminished. We had discussed this earlier also. Magnification less than 1 मतलब numerator is less than denominator. Numerator मतलब height of image is less than denominator, so that means image is diminished. And magnification equal to 1 मतलब both of the numerator and denominator are the same, so that means image and object size are equal. Image height is equal to the object height. So looking at the sign of the magnification and the value of the magnification, we can make out what is the type of the image and what is the mirror. Also remember, for plane mirror the magnification is +1. Why? Positive because it always forms virtual and direct images, and 1 because the image size and the object size is the same.